Meet Benjamin Hart, a brilliant but conflicted behavioral economist with a passion for unraveling the mysteries of money and the human mind. Raised in the bustling city of London, Benjamin's early life was a constant struggle against financial instability. His journey from a modest upbringing to a respected figure in the financial world is nothing short of remarkable, but it's his unique insights into the psychology of money that truly set him apart. As Benjamin navigates the complexities of his career, he is guided by his mentor, Sarah, a seasoned psychologist with a keen understanding of human behavior. Sarah introduces Benjamin to a concept that will change his life: the money mindset. It's an idea so powerful that mastering it could mean the difference between financial ruin and prosperity. Mind Over Money takes you deep into the heart of Benjamin's world, exploring the profound impact of our thoughts and emotions on our financial decisions. You'll meet Lisa, a former emotional spender turned financial planner whose journey from chaos to control offers invaluable lessons. You'll experience the tension and drama of a financial crisis that sweeps through London, testing the resilience and resourcefulness of its residents. Each chapter delves into a different aspect of money psychology, from the emotional triggers that lead to impulsive spending to the scarcity mindset that keeps people trapped in a cycle of fear and deprivation. Benjamin's research and personal experiences illuminate these concepts, providing practical strategies to transform your relationship with money. But this isn't just a story about financial theory. It's a gripping narrative filled with real-life characters, conflicts, and resolutions. You'll follow Benjamin as he grapples with his own fears and ambitions, and as he learns to balance the pursuit of wealth with the quest for happiness. Alongside him, you'll uncover the secrets of successful risk-taking, the true meaning of financial independence, and the incredible power of mental visualization. Prepare to embark on a journey that will change the way you think about money forever. With Benjamin Hart as your guide, Mind Over Money will show you how to harness the power of your mind to achieve financial success and personal fulfillment. Dive in and discover the magic that happens when imagination meets reality. For more information about this audiobook, check the video description. We noticed that about 65% of you who listen to our videos are not yet subscribed to the channel. Please help support the channel by hitting the subscribe button and liking the video. Thanks for inspiring us to create more content for you. Now let's dive right in. Chapter 1. The Money Mindset. London was a city of dreams where towering skyscrapers met historical landmarks, and the rush of ambition was palpable in the air. Amidst this bustling metropolis lived Benjamin Hart, a behavioral economist with a keen mind and an insatiable curiosity. Benjamin's journey began not in the gleaming offices of the financial district, but in a modest flat in East London, where he grew up with a single mother who worked tirelessly to make ends meet. Benjamin's early life was a constant struggle against financial insecurity. His mother, a diligent and caring woman, taught him the value of every penny. Yet, despite her best efforts, the specter of scarcity loomed large over their lives. This early exposure to financial hardship instilled in Benjamin a burning desire to understand money, not just how to earn it, but how to master it. As a young man, Benjamin excelled in his studies, earning a scholarship to a prestigious university where he immersed himself in the world of economics. It was here that he first encountered Sarah, a distinguished professor known for her groundbreaking work in behavioral finance. Sarah's lectures captivated Benjamin. She spoke of money not just as a currency, but as a powerful psychological tool that influenced every aspect of human behavior. One afternoon, after a particularly riveting lecture, Benjamin approached Sarah with a question that had been gnawing at him. Why do some people thrive financially while others, despite having the same resources, struggle endlessly? Sarah smiled, seeing the spark of curiosity in Benjamin's eyes. "It all comes down to the money mindset," she replied. "Your beliefs and attitudes about money shape your financial destiny. Understanding this is the first step to mastering it." Intrigued, Benjamin delved into the concept of money mindset, discovering that it was more complex than he had ever imagined. He learned about cognitive biases, emotional spending, and the deep-seated fears and desires that drove people's financial decisions. He began to see money not just as a means to an end, but as a mirror reflecting one's innermost thoughts and feelings. Benjamin's journey was not without its challenges. His logical, analytical approach often clashed with the emotional realities of money. This was starkly illustrated by his relationship with his best friend, Mark, a carefree spender who lived for the moment. Mark's philosophy was simple: you only live once, so why not enjoy it? This often led to heated debates, with Benjamin advocating for prudence and planning, while Mark championed spontaneity and indulgence. Their contrasting perspectives came to a head one night when Mark found himself in a financial bind after a series of impulsive purchases. Desperate, he turned to Benjamin for help. Instead of merely bailing him out, Benjamin saw this as an opportunity to teach his friend about the importance of a healthy money mindset. Through patient discussions and practical exercises, Benjamin helped Mark understand the emotional triggers behind his spending habits. Together, they explored the concept of instant gratification and the long-term benefits of financial discipline. Gradually, Mark began to see money in a new light, appreciating the value of saving and investing for the future. This experience solidified Benjamin's belief in the transformative power of understanding the psychology of money. It also set him on a path to explore deeper questions. How can we reshape our money mindset? What are the hidden forces that drive our financial behaviors? And most importantly, how can we harness this knowledge to create a life of abundance and fulfillment? Thus began Benjamin Hart's journey into the intricate world of money psychology, a journey that would take him from the humble streets of East London to the pinnacle of financial wisdom and ultimately to the heart of understanding what it truly means to have mind over money. Chapter 2. Emotional Spending. Benjamin Hart navigated the crowded streets of London, lost in thought. The city's energy was infectious, but today his mind was elsewhere. As a behavioral economist, Benjamin had always approached money with cold, hard logic. Yet his recent research on emotional spending was beginning to challenge everything he thought he knew. His phone buzzed. It was a message from Lisa Bennett, a financial planner he'd been working with on a case study. "Can we meet? I think I've had a breakthrough," she wrote. Intrigued, Benjamin agreed and headed to their usual cafe near the Thames. Lisa was already there, sipping a latte and looking more relaxed than he had ever seen her. "Benjamin, I've been thinking a lot about our discussions on emotional spending," she began. "It's like I've been living with blinders on, not realizing how much my emotions were driving my financial decisions." Benjamin leaned in, eager to hear more. "Go on," he encouraged. Lisa recounted her story. Raised in a wealthy family, she had never wanted for anything, yet money had always been a source of anxiety. Shopping became her coping mechanism, a way to fill the emotional voids. "It's like I was trying to buy happiness," she admitted. "I knew it wasn't sustainable, but I couldn't stop." Benjamin listened intently, recognizing the patterns he had seen in his research. Emotional spending, he realized, was not about the money itself, but about the underlying psychological needs. "So, what changed?" he asked. Lisa smiled. "Your insights helped me see the triggers. Whenever I felt stressed or lonely, I'd go on a shopping spree. I started to track my moods and spending habits, and it was eye-opening. I began to address the root causes of my emotions instead of just masking them with purchases." Benjamin felt a surge of excitement. This was exactly what he had been searching for, a real-world application of his theories. That's incredible, Lisa. It's a perfect example of how understanding our psychology can lead to better financial decisions. Their conversation deepened as they discussed the psychological concepts behind emotional spending, instant gratification, retail therapy, and emotional triggers. Benjamin shared his own experiences, revealing that even he wasn't immune to these influences. He recalled times when he bought expensive gadgets not out of need but to feel a sense of achievement. Lisa's transformation was profound. She had gone from being a reckless spender to a mindful consumer, using the very strategies they had discussed. "I've even started helping my clients with these techniques," she said. "It's amazing how many of them are also trapped in emotional spending cycles." As they talked, a new subplot emerged. A financial crisis was looming in London, with rumors of a market crash spreading panic. People were reacting emotionally, pulling investments and hoarding cash. Benjamin realized this was an opportunity to test his theories on a larger scale. "Lisa, we need to act fast," he said. "If we can help people understand and manage their emotional responses to this crisis, we might prevent a lot of financial damage." They devised a plan to host seminars and workshops, teaching people how to recognize and control their emotional spending habits. The looming crisis added urgency to their mission, but it also provided a unique backdrop for their work. In the heart of London, amidst the tension and uncertainty, Benjamin and Lisa embarked on a journey to change the way people viewed money. Their goal was clear: to empower others to take control of their financial lives by mastering the psychology behind their spending. As they left the cafe, Benjamin felt a renewed sense of purpose. The road ahead was challenging, but he knew they were on to something revolutionary. Mind over money was not just a theory anymore. It was becoming a movement. Chapter 3. The Power of Scarcity. Benjamin Hart stood at the window of his London flat, watching the relentless rain pour down, a stark contrast to his bustling thoughts. Memories of his childhood in the city's gritty outskirts flooded back, reminding him of a time when scarcity was not just a concept but a daily reality. The sight of his mother stretching every pound, the anxiety of unpaid bills, and the constant pressure to make ends meet had left an indelible mark on his psyche. These early experiences shaped Benjamin's relationship with money, instilling in him a scarcity mindset that he struggled to shake off, even as he climbed the professional ladder to become a behavioral economist. This chapter of his life began when he was approached by Lisa, a financial planner with a story that echoed his own. They met in a small cafe in Covent Garden, where Lisa revealed the financial crisis she was navigating. Despite her solid career, Lisa was gripped by a paralyzing fear of running out of money, a fear Benjamin knew all too well. Her parents' financial instability had imprinted a deep-seated belief that there would never be enough. As Benjamin listened, he couldn't help but draw parallels to his own life. His meticulous budgeting, reluctance to invest, and constant need for financial security all stemmed from the same place. He realized that the scarcity mindset wasn't just about money. It was about a fundamental lack of trust in the future. To address this, Benjamin began diving into the psychology of scarcity, uncovering research that explained why people with a scarcity mindset often made counterproductive financial decisions. He learned that when the brain is preoccupied with scarcity, whether it's money, time, or resources, it narrows its focus, impairing decision-making abilities and perpetuating a cycle of poor choices. One rainy afternoon, Benjamin met with Sarah, his mentor, at the British Library. Sarah, a renowned psychologist, had been a guiding light in his career. She had a knack for distilling complex concepts into relatable advice. "Benjamin," she said, sipping her tea, "scarcity isn't just about not having enough. It's about believing that you'll never have enough, regardless of reality. It's a mindset that keeps you trapped." Inspired by their conversation, Benjamin decided to conduct an experiment. He invited a group of volunteers, including Lisa, to participate in a financial boot camp designed to shift their scarcity mindset. The program included exercises in gratitude, visualizing abundance, and practical financial planning. The goal was to rewire their brains to focus on opportunities rather than limitations. The results were astonishing. Lisa, who had once feared for her financial future, began to see possibilities instead of constraints. She started investing in small, manageable increments, gaining confidence with each step. Others in the group reported similar transformations, breaking free from the mental chains of scarcity and embracing a mindset of abundance. Benjamin's own journey mirrored the success of his experiment. He started to take calculated risks, investing in projects that aligned with his values and passions. The fear that had once governed his financial decisions began to dissipate, replaced by a sense of empowerment and control. As he walked through the rain-soaked streets of London, Benjamin felt a profound shift within himself. The city, with its endless opportunities and challenges, was no longer a place of scarcity, but a landscape of potential. He understood now that true financial freedom wasn't just about having more money. It was about changing the way you think about money. In this chapter of Mind Over Money, Benjamin Hart not only unraveled the psychological grip of scarcity, but also set the stage for a new way of living, one where the mind, not money, held the ultimate power. Chapter 4. Wealth and Happiness. Benjamin Hart leaned back in his office chair, gazing out at the sprawling cityscape of London. The question had haunted him for years. Does money truly buy happiness? His extensive research as a behavioral economist had given him some answers, but the human stories behind the data were far more compelling. Benjamin had grown up in a modest household where every pound was stretched to its limit. He knew the stress of financial insecurity and the joy of small, hard-earned pleasures. Now, as a successful professional, he enjoyed a level of wealth he had once only dreamed of. Yet, a nagging emptiness persisted. Was there a correlation between his wealth and his happiness? That evening, Benjamin attended a high society charity gala in Mayfair. The room glittered with wealth, designer gowns, expensive jewelry, and conversations about holidays in the Maldives. Benjamin felt a pang of dissonance as he observed the guests. They had everything money could buy, but their smiles seemed rehearsed, their laughter hollow. As Benjamin wandered through the crowd, he encountered Jonathan, a hedge fund manager with a fortune that could rival royalty. Jonathan was the epitome of success, yet Benjamin noticed a shadow in his eyes. "Over drinks," Jonathan confessed. "I've reached the top, Benjamin, but it feels like a gilded cage. The more I have, the more I fear losing it." This revelation struck a chord with Benjamin. Here was a man who had everything but peace of mind. The gala was filled with similar stories, wealthy individuals who had achieved financial success but were still searching for happiness. Benjamin realized he needed to delve deeper into this paradox. The next day, Benjamin visited a community center in Hackney, where he met Claire, a single mother working 2 jobs to support her family. Despite her financial struggles, Claire radiated a sense of contentment and purpose. She found joy in her children's laughter, in the support of her community, and in the small victories of everyday life. Claire's story was a stark contrast to the wealth he had witnessed at the gala. Benjamin decided to integrate these real-life experiences into his research, juxtaposing the lives of the wealthy with those who found happiness in simplicity. He interviewed artists, teachers, entrepreneurs, and retirees, gathering a diverse array of perspectives on wealth and happiness. Through his research, Benjamin discovered key insights. Money could provide comfort and security, but beyond a certain point, its impact on happiness diminished. True contentment came from intangible sources, meaningful relationships, a sense of purpose, and personal growth. One evening, while compiling his findings, Benjamin received a call from Sarah, his mentor. "I've been following your work, Ben. You're onto something profound," she said. "But remember, happiness is deeply personal. What works for one person may not work for another." Sarah's words resonated with Benjamin. He realized that the pursuit of happiness was not a one-size-fits-all journey. It required self-reflection and a deep understanding of one's values and desires. Benjamin's exploration of wealth and happiness became a pivotal chapter in his life and his work. He began to incorporate these insights into his lectures and workshops, encouraging others to look beyond financial success and seek fulfillment in their own unique ways. As he stood before a packed auditorium at the London School of Economics, Benjamin felt a sense of clarity. "Mind over money," he began, "is not just a catchy phrase. It's a reminder that our greatest wealth lies not in our bank accounts, but in our hearts and minds." The audience was captivated, and Benjamin knew that his journey was far from over. He had uncovered a fundamental truth, one that would continue to shape his life and the lives of those he touched. Chapter 5: Financial Independence and Security. Growing up in a modest household, Benjamin had witnessed his parents' constant struggle to make ends meet. The fear of scarcity had shaped his early years, driving him to excel academically and secure a lucrative career in finance. Yet, despite his achievements, the specter of financial insecurity haunted him. Benjamin's journey toward financial independence was marked by rigorous budgeting, disciplined saving, and strategic investments. His mentor, Sarah, had always emphasized the importance of building a safety net. "Financial freedom," she often said, "is not just about wealth. It's about peace of mind." However, as Benjamin delved deeper into his research on the psychology of money, he realized that his quest for security was not purely rational. It was driven by an emotional need, a fear of reliving his parents' struggles. This realization unsettled him. He prided himself on being logical and analytical, yet here he was, grappling with an emotional conflict. One evening, over coffee, Benjamin confided in Sarah about his internal struggle. "I can't shake off this fear of not having enough," he admitted. "No matter how much I save or invest, it's always there, lurking in the background." Sarah nodded empathetically. "It's a common struggle, Benjamin. Financial security is as much about mindset as it is about numbers. Have you considered the concept of enough?" "Enough?" Benjamin echoed, puzzled. "Yes," Sarah explained. "We often chase an ever-elusive target of financial security, but we rarely define what enough looks like. It's crucial to balance ambition with contentment." Benjamin pondered her words. He realized that his relentless pursuit of financial independence was not bringing him the peace he sought. Instead, it was perpetuating his anxiety. Around this time, Benjamin's partner, Lisa, entered the picture. Lisa had a different approach to money. She valued experiences over possessions, and her carefree attitude towards finances initially baffled Benjamin. Yet, her perspective offered a refreshing contrast to his own. Lisa's influence prompted Benjamin to reassess his relationship with money. She encouraged him to enjoy the fruits of his labor rather than constantly hoard them for an uncertain future. Together, they embarked on adventures, from spontaneous weekend getaways to exploring London's hidden gems. These experiences enriched Benjamin's life in ways he hadn't anticipated. However, their differing financial philosophies also led to tension. Lisa's spontaneity clashed with Benjamin's cautious nature, causing friction in their relationship. They had to navigate these differences and find a middle ground. Through open communication and mutual respect, they learned to balance their approaches. Benjamin's journey toward financial independence reached a pivotal moment when a financial crisis hit London. The stock market plummeted and panic spread. Benjamin felt the familiar pangs of fear, but this time he was prepared. He had diversified his investments, built a robust emergency fund, and most importantly, cultivated a mindset of resilience. As the crisis unfolded, Benjamin remained calm. He reassured Lisa and offered guidance to friends and colleagues. The experience underscored the importance of psychological preparedness in financial planning. By the end of the crisis, Benjamin had not only secured his financial position, but also gained a deeper understanding of what true financial independence meant. It wasn't about amassing wealth. It was about achieving a balance between security and enjoyment, ambition and contentment. In the heart of London, amidst the highs and lows of the financial world, Benjamin Hart had found his equilibrium. His journey continued, but now he walked with a newfound confidence and peace of mind. Chapter 6. Risk, Reward, and Regret. Benjamin's journey through the world of finance had been marked by both triumphs and setbacks. Early in his career, he had tasted the sweet success of a well-timed investment in a burgeoning tech company. The financial windfall had been exhilarating, fueling his confidence and ambitions. But the subsequent years brought humbling lessons, especially the crushing blow of a significant loss during an economic downturn. The fear of repeating that mistake haunted him, shaping his cautious approach to money ever since. This evening, as Benjamin reviewed a high-stakes investment opportunity, he felt the familiar tug of anxiety. The proposal was enticing, an innovative startup in renewable energy with the potential for exponential growth. Yet, the memory of his past failure loomed large, a shadow casting doubt over his ability to take the leap. "Ben, you have to learn to manage risk, not avoid it," Sarah's words echoed in his mind. His mentor and a seasoned behavioral economist, Sarah had guided him through his professional journey, emphasizing the importance of understanding psychological biases in financial decision-making. Determined to confront his fears, Benjamin decided to dig deeper into the psychology of risk-taking. He revisited his notes on key concepts: overconfidence bias, fear of loss, and regret aversion. He remembered a study on regret aversion that showed how people often avoided taking risks to escape future regret, only to find themselves regretting missed opportunities instead. "Regret is inevitable, but it shouldn't paralyze you," he muttered, scribbling the phrase on a sticky note and placing it on his monitor. It was time to turn theory into practice. The next day, Benjamin met with Lisa, his financial planner and a close friend who had successfully navigated her own financial turmoil. Over coffee in a quaint cafe in Soho, he shared his dilemma. "I've been there, Ben," Lisa said, her eyes reflecting empathy. "But remember, every investment carries some risk. The key is to mitigate it smartly. Diversify your portfolio, do your due diligence, and trust your analysis." Her words resonated, reinforcing the lessons Sarah had instilled in him. The fear of loss shouldn't be a deterrent but a motivator to make informed decisions. Armed with renewed confidence, Benjamin spent the following weeks meticulously researching the startup. He scrutinized their business model, assessed market trends, and even met with the founders. The more he learned, the more he believed in the venture's potential. Finally, with a mixture of excitement and trepidation, Benjamin decided to invest. As he clicked the confirmation button, he felt a surge of adrenaline, followed by a calm acceptance. This was a calculated risk, not a reckless gamble. The following months were a whirlwind. The startup exceeded expectations, and Benjamin's investment flourished. Yet, beyond the financial gain, he cherished the growth in his mindset. He had confronted his fear of risk, balanced it with strategic analysis, and emerged more resilient. Benjamin's journey through risk, reward, and regret had taught him invaluable lessons. He realized that true financial mastery lay not in avoiding risks, but in understanding and managing them. With Sarah's wisdom and Lisa's practical advice, he felt better equipped to navigate the unpredictable waters of finance. As he looked out over the London skyline, Benjamin knew this was just one chapter in his ongoing story of mastering the psychology of money, and he was ready for whatever came next. Chapter 7. The Future of Money. Psychology. Having navigated through the complexities of money mindset, emotional spending, scarcity, wealth and happiness, financial independence, and the intricate dance between risk, reward, and regret, Benjamin was ready to look towards the future. The last 6 chapters had been a transformative odyssey, not just for him, but for the countless individuals whose stories he had intertwined with his own research. Now, standing on the brink of a new chapter in his life, Benjamin felt an urgency to address the impending changes that would shape the future of money psychology. The advent of technology, the shifting economic landscape, and the evolving societal norms all played a crucial role in how people would interact with money. He thought about the financial crisis that had rocked London just a few years earlier, a pivotal event that had intensified the scarcity mindset among its residents. It was during this time that Benjamin had realized the true power of psychological resilience. He had witnessed firsthand how individuals with a strong grasp of their mental frameworks navigated the crisis with more stability and optimism. In his final chapter, Benjamin wanted to leave readers with a sense of empowerment and practical tools for the future. He began by summarizing the key lessons from his journey. 1. Understanding money mindset. Recognize the foundational beliefs about money that shape your financial behavior. Whether they stem from childhood experiences or cultural influences, these mindsets are the starting point for any financial transformation. 2. Emotional spending. Acknowledge the emotional triggers that influence spending habits. By identifying and addressing these emotions, individuals can make more rational and fulfilling financial decisions. 3. Scarcity versus abundance. Shift from a scarcity mindset to one of abundance. This change in perspective can alleviate unnecessary financial anxiety and open up new opportunities for growth and prosperity. 4. Wealth and happiness. Separate the myths from the realities. True happiness often comes from non-material sources, and understanding this can lead to a more balanced and fulfilling life.